What's up, Clint? I'm doing pretty good. We're going to go ahead and jump into the server here tonight. All right, so we are here live at Bristol Motor Speedway for the Midweek Burnout. This is going to be the Reckless Awareness 179, brought to you by D.A.R.M. Waiting for those questions later on. I see you guys out there. We're going to do a little testing here, make sure that my chat is coming through. All right, that looks like it's working. All right, so it looks like the chat is working. Make sure you guys get those likes, shares, and follows out there. What's up, Tony? How you doing, bud? Yeah, I was just testing. If I had known you were jumping out, I would have known I didn't need to test. As we got about 1 minute and 10 seconds left here in practice, and we're going to get into qualifying here tonight. It is going to be Bristol Motor Speedway. Looks like there's 26 cars. I do believe a couple people did leave, so I think we're going to be running around 24 cars here tonight. We will be wrecking soon. Everybody out here supporting D.A.R.M. That's Drivers Against Reckless Moodying, if you guys didn't know. As we get ready for tonight's race. All right, who we got out there? Currently, it is Timothy Mesmer at the top of the charts. Landon Moody second. Keith Hackney, Tyson Banks, and Asher, your top five. I'm sure he'll like it. He's getting ready to get out here and qualify now. As we got about 10 seconds or 20 seconds, 15 seconds left here in the practice session. They've been out there practicing for about an hour and 5 minutes now, so they should be good and ready. Getting a lot of rubber down on the track as we are going to get ready for tonight's event. Appreciate everybody coming out. Let's go check the YouTube. Make sure you guys smash that YouTube like button if you can. I know a lot of people have been watching it over on... a lot of people have been watching it over there on YouTube on their TV. I don't know if there's a way to like it there, but that would be great. Yeah, pit reporting is going to be wild tonight. All right, I'm going to try and see what this does. I just put up the qualifier there. Looks like Timothy Mesmer are going to be the first one to jump out on the charts. He's got no time out there in the 327. All right, looks like they're showing four. It's going to show 4 cars out there qualifying. We'll see how this rolls. As you can see, their times rolling across the screen. Timothy quick in practice, looking to be quick here in qualifying, as he is going to cross the line here for his first lap. To start his first lap. We're going to go ahead and change this to best times. So you can see if they're in the green or not, I think is what it is. Pretty much going to be out there with a 15.011. Timothy Mesmer going to cross the line. Did not get a lap time in. Not sure if he got the wall on lap number 1. We're going to see what lap number 2 looks like for him. As Kevin currently on the pole. T-Clem out there, and it did not count his lap. Did he have a black flag and not serve it? All right, got Micah Hutton, a new driver out on the track. Let's see how Micah is able to do. Landon Moody is out on the track. Micah going to go second quick with a 15.110. Let's see if he can improve on lap number 2. We got Landon Moody out there, currently the slowest car on the track. Oh, Micah gets the wall. That lap's not going to count. Out of turn number 4, Moody gets the wall in 1 and 2. Don't know if that was a 0X or not, but Moody is at the top of the charts with the quick time with a 14.879. Moody blowing the doors off the rest of the field. We got slide job Randy Reeser in the number 2 machine. You're looking for a league to join? I think these guys will accept some people still. As Reeser going to do lap number 1 here. Let's see where he's able to put it. Hold on, we got to get a quick time. That is not a quick time. Reeser going to be at 15.0. 1-1. Can he pick up the pace here on lap number 2? He's going to come across the line with a slower time of 15.200. Got Keith Hackney out on the track in the number 69. He's getting the heat up in that car. That's what he's doing. I'm watching you, Hackney. I'm watching you. Keith Hackney out there. I think Keith Hackney has the best chance of beating Landy Moody this time. Yeah, well, kind of. I still got a mess, but I'll have to finish that up here in a little while. As here comes Hackney. He's going to be slowest for lap number 1. Let's see what he's able to do with lap number 2. Can he beat that quick time of Landon Moody as he heads through turn number 3 and 4? Devin's going to be second quick on the board. Let's see where Hackney is. Hackney's second quick with a 14.886. Barely edging out Cody Nevin for that number 2 spot. No, the toilet overflowed. Oh, here's another person that might have a chance to put the quick time down. It is going to be Sean Pointer in that number 20. I thought I was going to get it there too. I think there's a video of me out there doing a very exciting quick time. I think he is the last one to qualify. I don't know if Hollenbeck hasn't gone out there. I don't know if he... All right, here comes Pointer. He's going to start lap number 1. Does he have enough to get Landon Moody in that number 20 machine down the back straightaway? Yeah, it's just a mess. You had to get on it. Water causes a lot of damage. Pointer going to come across the line, complete lap number 1. He's going to be 18th quickest. Took a little bit slower lap 1. That is by design as he heads through turn number 3 and 4. Let's see where Sean Pointer is able to put that number 20 machine as he comes across the line. He's going to be third quick with a 14.916. So, yeah, pretty stout top 3. We do have heat races in this league, so it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. I don't think there's anybody else out there left to qualify. Let's see. Is Hollenbeck in there? Hollenbeck is not in there. So there's 3 drivers that are not in there. It's got 7 minutes in this session. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is ARCA for sure. Pea shooter. Yep. All right, let's see. Qualifying just about done. I was listening to them in the race. Looks Landon Moody taking the quick time. Yeah, I might do the. I know you're listening. If you're listening, Cody, I might do some interviews. We'll figure it out. I'll move around. I can jump around. I don't have a problem doing it. I don't mind jump. If I jump in, I actually prefer to jump in with a group. So we're going to see. We might do some mid-wet race interviews if things do get a little bit slow. Maybe a little too much pacing. We'll find out. But right now, Landon Moody got the quick time here in qualifying. Now he's got to go survive heat race number 1. It's going to be him and Pointer on that front row. Both of them pretty quick, close on lap times. So maybe your Pointer can hang around and rattle his cage a little bit as we are going to get ready for heat race number 1. Let's go, Moody, says Wallace. What's up, Wallace? iRacing's fun, pea shooter, for sure. Yeah, go wherever's easier for you, pea shooter. I appreciate it. Make sure you smash that like button over on Facebook as we are going to get ready for tonight's heat race number 1 as these guys get out on the grid. Hold on, let me see. Where was that? I don't even know where I found that. Frickin'. qualifying thing. Just leave it there. We don't have any more qualifying anyway. All right, let's get ready for tonight's starting lineup here in heat race number 1. Starting on the pole here tonight, it is going to be the number 84 of Landon Moody. Starting outside of him in the number 2 position, it's going to be the 20 of Sean Pointer. Starting in the 3rd here tonight in the number 88 machine, it's going to be Kevin Prettyman. Look at that, Tony. You got a good start here. He's going to be starting 4th here in heat race number 2. Starting on the inside of row number 3 in that number 5 spot, it's going to be the 747 of Tyson Banks. Outside of him in the number 23, it's going to be Shane Haas. Starting inside row number 4 in that number 7 spot, it's going to be the 38 of Mark Thrash. Outside of him in the number 17, it's going to be Dalton DeRosa. Starting inside row number 5, it's going to be Asher Hansen. Outside of him, it's going to be Jory Nix. Then rounding out the rest of the field, it's going to be BJ Goodnight. Starting in 11, Tony Mesmer in 12th, and I do not think Remington James is in there as these guys get lined up and ready for heat race number 1. Appreciate it, Jeffrey. What's up, buddy? Last night's race was great. Riley's going for Haas. I don't know what button I hit, but I thought I... All right, that should fix that. I don't know what button I hit. All right, so they're going to roll off the starting grid there, 2x2 out on the track. We're going to go change this to gap as they roll out on the track. It is going to be Landon Moody leading the field here tonight in that number 84 machine. I appreciate a pea shooter. All right, so out of turn number 4, they're going to get the 1 to go. I was just listening to see what they were saying. I need to turn their chat up on my ear. It is going to be Sean Pointer on that outside. Pointer looking to come after Moody and get the win away from him here in heat race number 1. This should be interesting. I'm curious. There are no caution flags in the heat races, so this could get real interesting, especially if these guys fall back and start wrecking in front of the leader. We're going to find out as the pace truck is going to pull off this time by... Yeah, Dirt Slingers was fun. I definitely wouldn't mind the conversation for season number 2. That was a fun league. I bet you I can get some of these guys to run it too. All right, pace car going to pull in on a turn number 4. Moody leads the field down the front straightaway. Who's it going to be here tonight in heat race number 2? Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. A little bit of bumper tag there in the middle of the field. We got one blinking a little bit back there. It's going to be Timothy Mesmer, I think. No, it's going to be Jory Nix. Oh, we got one sideways. Oh, is he going to save it? He doesn't. As we got one into the wall, that's going to be Dalton DeRosa in the wall in that number 17. Back up to the front, it's going to be Landon Moody leading the way. Sean Pointer in second. Basler in the number 3 spot. Shane Haas, Prettyman, Thrash, your top 6 as they head into turn at number 1 and 2. So no caution flags. I can't believe Dalton didn't end up a lot worse than he did as these guys roll through turn at number 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. Pointer going to bang the wall. Basler going to close the gap into turn number 1 and 2. Pointer going to bang the wall in turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway, trying to close the gap on that number 84. He's giving it a little bit. He's giving it the wall bang. He's going to get it out of turn number 4. He's got to watch out. These things do break if you beat them up too much as he bangs the wall again in 1 and 2. Doing everything he can to try to close in on that number 84 of Landon Moody. Man, he is giving it all she's got as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Yeah, he is banging the wall every time. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up breaking something. He is now starting to gain a little bit on Landon Moody using the wall as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be 6 laps complete. We got 4 laps to go. Man, he is banging the shit out of the wall. Oh, man. Let's see. He's going to stay off the wall a little bit more this time. Let's see what he does in turn number 1 and 2. Yeah, he's just using that wall to turn. Oh, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4, trying to close in on that number 84. As they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. What's up? Good evening. Good evening, Caboose. As they head through turn number 3 and 4. White flag in the air. One more lap for Moody as Asher trying to make a move on Tyson Banks. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. White flag for the field. Here comes Asher trying to make the run for that number 7 spot. That's 2 spots in the field here tonight. If he can get around him out of turn number 4, it's going to be Moody, Bassler, Haas, Prettyman, Pointer, Thrash, Banks, Hanson, Goodnight, Mesmer, Nix, and DeRosa rounding out the field. So he race number 1 in the books here tonight. Relatively uneventful. We're going to see if they're going to mix it up a little bit here in he race number 2 as Keith Hackney in the number 69 is going to start on the pole. Outside of him, it is going to be the number 11 of No Nose, Cody Nevin. Outside and starting inside row number 2 in the number 3 spot, it's going to be the number 2 of Randy Reeser. We'll see if we get any slide jobs out of him here tonight. Outside of him in the number 13 machine, it's going to be John Smeal. In that number 5 spot, it's going to be Micah Hutton. Outside of him, in the number 64, it's going to be Connor McGowan. Starting inside row number 4, in that number 7 spot, it's going to be the 34 of Brandon Gibbs. Starting in the number 8 spot, it's going to be the 33 of Robert Andring. Starting in 9th, it's going to be the 97 of T. Clem. Starting on the outside of him, in that number 10 spot, is going to be the 44 of Samuel Lawson. And I do not believe Hollenbeck or Brandon are here, but Jared King is, so we're going to go ahead and throw him up in that number 11 spot. All right, we're going to be looking for that green flag next time by as they come across the line. They're going to get that 1 to go. Who's it going to be here tonight? Oh, we're wrecking. We're wrecking already out of turn 4. Big wreck down the front straightaway. Yeah, I still got some mess to clean, but some of it I got. Oh, my God. What the hell just happened? All right, so all right, we're going to go up to... Oh! All right, so Heath Hackney going to lead the way. Cody Nevin in second as we are looking for the green flag. We got a turtle. I can't believe we had a wreck already. All right, we are looking for that green flag. Get a couple guys going on and grabbing. What the hell is that? Oh, it's an advertisement, apparently. It's probably what it is. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4, down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Hackney leading the way. Here comes the 11 and Nevin. Big run out of turn number 2. He's sideways. He's trying to lose it in 3 and 4. Big save out of the number 11. Man, he absolutely licked the stamp and sent it and did not stick. As they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Where is my... Oh, that wasn't a save, Nevin, as Nevin goes around at the back of the pack. Man, what a good save he had. Just screwed up there as it looks like he's got the 44. I don't know what the ad's about. That's new. All right, we're going to go take a look and see what happened in Nevin here as he went around the... Oh, yeah, they just ran out of room. Oh, that's what happened in Nevin as we move back up to the front. Hackney leads the way. John Smeal in second. Micah Hutton in that number 3 spot. Micah Hutton is in the money spot right now. 6th place will invert to the pole here tonight in the feature. They do invert the top 6 going into the feature as they head into turn number 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. Connor putting big pressure on Hutton through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn at number 3 and 4. Did that ad go away, Demon? As they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway, Hackney continues to lead. Smeal in second. Hutton trying to drive away in that number 3 spot. Battle starting to brew for the number 4 position. Brandon Gibbs said he wasn't going to make it. He's got to work too early in the morning. He just could not resist. He is out here and battling for the number 4 spot here in heat race number 2. Watch for Brandon Gibbs. He is very patient. Look for him to come up through the field here tonight and possibly be a contender, at least for a solid top 5. Could contend for the win if there's trouble here tonight, as he is definitely putting the pressure on Connor as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. White flag in the air. One more lap to go for Hackney as he comes down into turn at number 1 and 2. John Smeal in second. Micah in third, almost grabs the wall. He's going to pull away down the back straightaway. That could have given up that spot, as Hackney's going to take the win here in heat race number 2. John Smeal, Micah Hutton, Connor McGowan, Brandon Gibbs, Reeser, T. Clem, Jared King, Robert Andring, Cody Nevin, and Samuel Lawson rounding out the field. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. All right, so we do have a 5-minute warm-up here. These guys are going to go out and put some more rubber on this track, figure out what that tire strategy is going to be. This could get interesting here tonight, guys, for sure. Oh. Let's see. I don't know where Cody is. Let's see if Cody pulls me in. Let's see if he pulls me in wherever he's at. Cody Nevin, pull me in. All right, we're going to see if we can get in there in the Discord with these guys as Hackney out on the track. Let's see, did Moody jump out there? Moody has not jumped out there yet. So we'll see if he gets out there to get a couple laps. Going to be a wild one here tonight at Bristol. As we get ready for tonight's event, it is 5-minute warm-up. So when that clock hits 5 minutes, we'll know we'll be jumping into tonight's feature. Could be wild here tonight. Definitely could be wild. Look for Mark Thrash to learn a little bit here tonight. I know he's not very confident, but Mark Thrash definitely been a quick learner here. He says Bristol is just a track he struggles with, but I got a feeling he's going to be around some people that get it figured out, and he's going to see what they do and be able to do the same thing as he is trying. It's hard to pass here. That is one of the complaints I've heard out of the drivers. It is very hard to make a pass here in these ARCA cars. All right, let's see. Let me go talk to... Nevin's not going to see me, so I am going to go find a different Discord. What's up? You know, I have a question. If we had Moody and Thrash team up as a team, would it be Thrash and Crash? I'm asking for a friend.
Oh, Noah Carter.
I'm asking for a friend. Thrash and Crash. If we got you and Mark on the same team, I think that's got a ring to it.
It does have a nice little ring to it.
Obviously, we know who Thrash is.
Yeah.
We all know who Thrash is.
Thrash is Thrash. So I mean.
All right, Moody, I know you really want to win this one here tonight. What is your plan? I mean, Pointer might have looked a little bit slower, but Hackney's not. He's around the same pace as you.
Definitely going to be tough. Passing's gonna be difficult, but just patience and just hopefully hopefully we don't have too many cautions. I would like to kind of see these run out laps. I think it will be a fun race.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have fun here tonight.
Yes, sir. We're gonna give them a show.
Dustin said he couldn't make it tonight. You're good, Dustin. Appreciate you joining the chat. All right, good luck, guys. Have fun.
Also, real
Don't-
quick, James,
Yo,
You're good.
about my dude Micah on the pole for the feature.
I know, right? That's what I was calling. I was like,
We got
Micah's going to
him-
be on the
him
pole.
Him and Shane Haas on the front row. That is
Yeah.
all.
Micah,
the
just
way.
make that car as wide as possible. You took the first woot you got in. Now you got to
Yes,
do the
sir.
first midweek burnout, right?
Try
That's
my
what,
best.
that's what we were just saying. Might as well.
All right, guys, have fun.
Sorry, Tyson.
All right.
buddy.
Imagine a
No,
multi-class
you're good,
NASCAR.
man.
That would be fun. Mark Thrash,
Hello.
we got a new team idea.
Yeah.
You and Moody. And clearly the name would be Thrash and Crash.
All right, just so everyone's on the same page, no matter where your pit stall is,
I don't know.
you must enter pit road.
Would I be the
in
owner?
turn 2, you must exit.
Would
in
you be
turn
the
1,
owner?
even if your pit stall is on
Yeah.
the.
All right, I got to mute him so it's not going over the chat. But yeah, definitely would be a good name. Your strategy
That
here, I
will
know
not
you're
be
struggling, Mark. What's your strategy? I know it's a little bit different than what Shane's is going to be starting on the outside pole.
I told you to do double pit road.
Survive.
You don't listen to me.
That's pretty much it.
Motherfucker, you told
That's all
me
I
to do
got.
pit road.
Well,
Survive.
at least you were in heat race number 1, which was a lot more mellow than heat race number 2.
Fall back,
Yeah,
Atkins,
it's true.
Fall back.
But I don't know. The track's
Lock
going to
in,
get colder. People are going to get faster, and I'll probably get slower. So,
Once again, guys, real quick.
Well, you'll get it figured out. I got faith in you.
Your next
Shane,
done
good luck
really
starting
early here
second.
today. Just so everybody's aware, and I don't want no fucking piss and moan and butthurt feelings about it.
Oh, Cody Nevin on the chat. Pit reporter is on lunch. All right, I need to unmute John. I had to mute him real quick because we were talking to those guys. I should have known I needed to mute Cody Nevin. Is John not in the race? Oh, there he is. I'm munching on noodles. All right. Let's get ready for tonight's starting lineup here for the main event. Starting on the pole, newcomer for the series, his first race here. He's going to start on that front row in that number 1 spot. It's going to be the number 20 of Micah Hutton. Outside of him in the number 23, starting in that number 2 spot, it's going to be Shane Haas. Starting inside, row number 2 in the number 3 position in that number 13 car, it's going to be John Smeal. Outside of him in the number 21, it's going to be Tony Bassler. Starting inside, row number 3 in that number 5 spot, it is going to be Keith Grip Hackney. Outside of him, in the number 5 position, it's going to be Landon Crash Moody. Starting in the number 7 spot, it's going to be the 88 of Kevin Prettyman. Outside of him, in the number 64, it's going to be Connor McGowan. Starting in that number 9 spot, in the other number 20 machine in the race, it's going to be Sean Pointer. Outside of him, in the number 34, it's going to be Brandon Gibbs. Starting in the number 11 spot, in that number 38, car, it's going to be Mark Thrash. In that number 12 spot, it's going to be Randy Reeser. We're going green this time. I got to roll through the rest of these guys. It is going to be Tyson Banks starting 13th, T. Clem 14th, Asher Hansen in that number 15 spot, Jared King in 16th, PJ Goodnight 17th, Robert Andring in 18th. Going to be Timothy Mesmer in the number 19 spot, Cody Nevin in 20th, Jory Nix in 21st, Lawson 22nd. That is going to be DeRosa rounding out the field here tonight as we are looking for the green flag. 23 cars set to do battle here tonight. Who is going to be our winner as the pace truck is in? Looking for the green flag. Green flag is out. Oh, Shane Haas leading Micah just a little bit there, anticipated a little bit sooner start. Micah on the inside, Shane Haas on the outside as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Side by side out of turn number 4, Shane Haas going to take the lead down into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side for that number 2 spot, John Smeal trying to get around Bassler as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Battles for third on back as they are 2 by 2 most of the way through the rest of the field. Survival, survival, survival. That is what Mark Thrash called early on as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. So far, keeping it lean and green as John Smeal going to give up that number 3 spot to Bassler. That outside definitely is cooking as Landon Moody's trying to make his way forward. Oh, we got a wreck happening in the back. Caution, flag comes out. Caution, flag comes out. We're going to go take a look and see what happened here. Oh, no, he got him. He got him. Oh, big wreck for Pointer. Pointer with a big wreck. Big hit there. Yeah, he just got into him. Just barely got into him. Caution flag comes out for the first time here tonight. Couple cars caught up late. The 44 of Samuel Lawson is not having a good night. He had that issue there in heat race number 2, and now having the issue here tonight. And the feature doesn't look like feels like he needs to go down onto pit road to get some damage repaired. So it might be all right here tonight. Right now, it's going to be the Shane Haas show in that number 23. All right, guys, I'm just curious if you're out there right now. Who are your picks to win tonight? Do you guys have a favorite out there? Let me know in the chat. Who do you think is going to win tonight's event? And by the way, we are at 1,500 likes over on TikTok. I think we should be able to get to 20,000. 175 laps here tonight. Plenty of time to get up to that 20,000 mark over with the likes. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Like, share, and follow. Haas is going to gap the field. Moody and Hackney are fast, but Haas is going to have a good run. I have no doubt about that. All right, guys. We are going to get that one to go, I think, this time by, and we'll stack them up 2 by 2. Get ready for that green flag here tonight. Gonna grab a snack while I'm in the middle of this. Thank you for those likes over on YouTube and Facebook also, guys. I definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate those likes, shares, and follows as we got them stacked up 2 by 2. Guys, if you like the content here, don't forget, if you guys click that subscribe button, for like $5 a month, man, that would mean a lot to me. Definitely help the content. Either way, you guys are more than welcome to stay and hang out, but it would definitely show me that you guys appreciate the content. As they come out of turn number 4, we are looking for the green flag this time by. Pace truck is in. Green flag is out. Green flag's out as Shane Haas going to get a nice jump into turn number 1 and 2. Micah going to slip into that number 2 spot. Battle's going to be for 3rd. John Smeal going to come out ahead of that as it looks like Hackney's going to get ahead of Moody being on that high lane. That high lane is definitely the place to be as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back stretch. It's going to be side by side for that number 3 spot. Looks like Hackney going to make it around the top side. Mood Hackney up to the number 3 spot. Here comes Landon Moody. There are a lot of good guys, and it is definitely a long race. Anything could happen. Lap traffic is definitely going to be a thing here tonight as they come out of turn number 4. Shane Haas continuing to lead the way. All right, looks like Pointer might be done for the night. Cody Nevin is 1 lap down as we got contact in the middle of the pack. Everybody, a lot of give and take, it looks like, here in the middle of the pack as these guys move their way up through the field. It is going to be all Shane Haas out front leading the way here tonight in the main event. So Shane Haas putting himself in a pretty good position here as they come out of turn number 4. Track position is going to mean a whole lot. It is super hard to pass. Hackney might be faster than these guys, but he's still got to find his way around these cars. Let's see how he does on the inside here. This is going to be a good idea, give you a good idea how hard it is to pass. He definitely rolled up on Micah pretty fast. Not able to make the pass there on his first attempt. Moody's trying to make the pass on Hackney. So Moody going to try the bottom side as they head through turn number 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. 15 laps in the books. 15 laps in the books as they head into 1 and 2. Moody is down on that bottom side, cannot clear Hackney. You got to wonder, tires will become a factor here and make it a little bit easier to pass later on in this race. I'm not 100% sure. We're going to find out here as these guys roll in these ARCA cars. Here comes Hackney. He's going to try to move back up underneath Micah. He's going to send it in. I thought he was going to go for the slider here. That might be the move if you could make it, as Hackney going to be left down on the bottom side. That's going to open up the door for Moody. Moody trying to take the number 3 spot. So Hackney not trying to play it safe. He's trying to win this thing here tonight. Not able to make the pass. We'll see if Landon Moody returns the favor here. And if anybody can find their way around Micah as they head into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 19 laps complete at the line. Yeah, it is so hard to pass. I mean, they're passing a little bit more in the back because they're making more mistakes, but these guys are not making mistakes here tonight. Moody trying to make the pass around Micah. Micah fighting back on the outside, just too hard to make the pass. Yeah, even I thought he was going to Hackney. I seen Hackney peeking low to follow Moody. Oh, Moody up into Micah. They're 3 wide. 3 wide down into turn number 1 and 3 and 4. 3 and 4. It's going to be Micah pushed back to the number 4 spot as after Moody making contact with him as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Hackney tried to take big advantage and get the number 2 spot, but not able to, as he is going to have to settle into that number 3 position as Landon Moody sets his sights on Shane Haas. Shane Haas having a great run here tonight. We are clicking these laps down really quick, 15-second laps here. If these guys keep it lean and green, it is going to be a quick race here tonight. Got a little ways till we get to lap traffic here. Let's see if we can get a better idea of what that... Yeah, so we got a 3 and 4 distance of a turn number 3 and 4 right now between the leaders and the first lap car. I'll tell you what, these guys are not stretching out as much as I thought. We'll see how it goes as they get a long green flag run. Here comes Moody going for the lead up underneath Shane Haas. Haas to the outside. He just needs to be steady. If he can keep it steady, it's going to be hard for Moody to pass him. Moody's going to ship it in hard. In turn number 1 and 2, nope, he's not able to come up the track. He's got to pinch it down low as Shane Haas kind of filled the void just in time, but Moody's going to clear him out of turn number 4. So hard to pass, and Moody able to make it happen here as he gets around Shane Haas. Now Hackney was struggling with Micah. Now he's got to find his way around Shane Haas. Haas a little bit faster than Micah. Maybe that has changed some. And look who has worked their way into the number 5 spot. Mark Thrash is moving forward in the number 38. I didn't even notice he got there. He's up 6 spots and all over the back of Micah. He's going to give him a bump out of turn 4. Here comes Mark Thrash. Oh, Micah gets a little loose up on that top side. Mark Thrash up underneath. He's trying real hard to keep that position. In reality, I think he is using those tires more, trying to stay on it on that top side to keep Mark behind him. Mark is kind of rolling the bottom as it looks like Hackney not able to make the pass on Shane Haas yet. Uh-oh. Let's go ahead and bring in Demon and see what kind of info you got. What's up? What's up, Demon? Oh, we got a yellow.
Oh, my Lord. I just saw that right on the screen. So, a lot of information I've gathered from, thanks to lovely Mark Thrash and Shane Haas, is feel they could last to between 80 to 87 laps. They still have to get this traditional same 3 sets of tires. However, the one thing that I've started to see throughout this start is everyone goes to the top together and stick with everyone.
Yeah.
But this is when I saw Moody and Micah started battling.
Hey, look at the sun's
Moody
back up.
starts to use that bottom, trying to let him know,
Pace cars
like,
in 2,
I'm here.
a 1.
Are you gonna play
Please
nice,
don't
or are
hold the
you
pace
not gonna
cars.
play nice with me? And it's just I'm curious how much that inside line is gonna play more of a factor.
Yeah, I think as tires wear, I think it's going to be good for the guys that are fat,
Are you racing
real
right
fast,
now, or
like
are you
Moody and
coming
them.
out of the back? What are you doing?
Or it's going to be hard for them to pass each other. But
Probably a good
these people in the back are making a little bit more, making more mistakes, and that's definitely going to play
All
a
right,
role.
Congratulations, your race control.
The one thing I've noticed a lot was Mark in the back. He's extremely quick. He's actually showing that he's fast, extremely well, and improving. There's nothing he's been complaining about, not one bit. Shane, nothing at all.
Well, Shane was out
all
front.
Gonna come down. Holy cow, there's the sun.
I wasn't trying to get into
And
Shane.
the one thing I've noticed with Landon Moody is every now and again he will tag that wall.
On, so the guys
Is that gonna play a factor when he comes
Only
to
the farthest
a long
guy
run
forward
strategy?
one
How
lap
much
down
more
should
is he
get
gonna
his lap back.
snag that wall? How much is he gonna trade paint with it?
Yeah.
And how much more damage is it gonna do?
He was the only one a lap down.
All right, I got to go through this crash here.
Now.
I will. If you get any more info, let me know, Demon.
I will.
All right, buddy.
Sean, are you
All right,
in the
so,
booth now?
yeah, I got my house flooded, but upstairs and downstairs because the toilet overflowed. So it looked like Tony just getting into the wall there, getting hit from behind after that, and going around as we get ready for the restart here tonight.
Dalton, where you at?
I think he said they had about 70, 80 laps is what they have on
I'm
a
the
fuel
only one on
run.
the first pit row,
So pit
so
stops
I
are
have to,
definitely going to be a thing here tonight. Tires, I don't know how the tire wear is, honestly, but we'll see.
No, everything.
As we are going to get back on back to the green flag with 35 laps complete when they take their green flag. It is going to be Landon Moody and Keith Hackney on that front row. If Hackney can get a good start here, Moody might not be able to get to the top side, and Hackney might be able to get the lead. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Hackney with a great start on the outside. Great start by Hackney. He's going to hold it up high as Moody's stuck down on the bottom side. Here comes the trash can.
I did not expect that.
He's trying to fill the void as they come out of turn at number 4 down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Moody tried to hold strong down on the bottom side as they come out of turn at number 2 down the back straightaway. Mark Thrash going to take the number 2 spot as Moody falls back to 3rd. So Mark Thrash, zero confidence coming into today. So far, so good for the number 38. He is a contender. Those, these are the contenders for the points up here at the front. Shane Haas isn't too far back either, but look at Connor. Connor now up to the number 4 spot as Micah and Shane Haas are starting to fall back. Shane Haas trying to hold on to that number 5 spot as he bangs the wall out of turn number 4. Here comes the 327 of Timothy Mesmer. Timothy on a controller here tonight as they come every night as they come out of turn number 2 down into 3 and 4, trying to show these guys that you don't need a wheel and pedals. You can do it on a controller. They're 3 wide. Timothy's going to think twice about that. He's going to shove it back up underneath there. Micah pulls out. So Micah going to drop back. He want none of that 3 wide as Shane Haas holds it strong on the outside. Here comes Timothy down low. Great race for the number 5 spot. Timothy making moves in the 327. Timothy going to take that number 5 spot away from Shane Haas. Here comes the 20 and Micah down to the bottom once again. I got to wonder if Shane hard in the wall. Gibbs into the wall. Everybody keeps it straight, but Gibbs with a big hit into the wall. He's got to go get that fast repair. He's got a broken car in that number 34 as he dives down onto pit road. Big hit for the number 34, following Shane Haas into the wall. So Hackney leading the way. Mark Thrash in second. Landon Moody in that number 3 spot. Now, there's a little bit of a history from last week with Moody and a few guys.
Safe pit entrance. I was broke.
as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. You know Mark Thrash is going to race Moody as hard as he can here. We've seen it before on the channel as he bangs the wall, trying to keep Moody behind him. As they head into turn number 1 and 2, side by side, Moody trying to clear that number 38. Oh, my bad. Moody going to clear Mark Thrash. Here comes Connor in the number 64. Mark Thrash trying to dive back up underneath the 84 as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. He is now starting to struggle a little bit with that car. You can see it. You can see it in his driving. He is definitely starting to struggle. That thing is, the handling starting to go away on that number 38 right now. Battle for the lead. Here comes Landon Moody looking up underneath Hackney. Can't get it to stick. Almost gets into the back of him. And turn number 1 and 2. Hackney going to try to pull him down the back straightaway. Moody will not let him go. Moody back up to the top side. Hackney going to roll the bottom as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Mark Thrash has been able to hold on to the number 3 spot for now. As they come out of turn number 2, Landon Moody all over the back of Hackney. Moody gets it to the outside of Hackney, down the front straightaway, into turn number 1 and 2. Can he hold it up high as they come out of turn number 2? Down the back straightaway, Moody to the point as they head into 3 and 4. Hackney almost into his quarter panel. Mark Thrash got the wall that time out of turn number 4. Oh, they're wrecking down into turn number 3. Big wreck. Big wreck as Mark Thrash and Connor get together. We're going to go take a look and see what happened there. Yeah, I think Mark just banged off the wall, maybe. Yeah, he got a little loose. Came down into Connor. Connor was coming up slightly because, you know, that's kind of what you do. Just nothing. Yeah, he got loose. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So second caution flag of the night. So far, a good race. 50 laps, 53 laps into this one. Some of these guys want some tires, I'm sure. Is it too soon to take them? As Landon Moody leads the field here tonight, you can see who is down on pit road. If you look down there, down at the bottom, cars down onto pit road, some of them. Sorry, guys. Grabbing a snack. I should have made some popcorn, but my son ate it all. Somebody, I think Asher used his fast repair by mistake in that number 18. I think that's what I heard over there. Haas down on pit road. I got to wonder, are they taking tires? Moody and Hackney had a phenomenal race there together. Moody deciding to stay out. He's going to have Timothy to the outside as we are going to look for the green flag this time by. Did Mark Thrash just wreck like a motherfucker? Oh no. He just cooked them tires. I hope he didn't take new tires and just cook them like that. All right, that is unfortunate. Oh, he did? Oh, he just cooked them tires too. All right, we're gonna look for the green flag as they were trying to get things organized. I'm sorry, I was trying to listen to see what was going on as they come out of turn number 4. Pace truck is in, looking for the green flag. Moody and Timothy on that front row. Green flag is out. Timothy with a great start into turn number 1 and 2. He's gonna hold the outside. Could Timothy take the lead here tonight as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4? I hear Nevin directing traffic in the back of the pack right now as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Moody holding strong on the bottom side with Timothy up high. Drag race into turn number 3 and 4. Can Moody clear the controller king down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2? Side by side out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Timothy holding the top side. Landon Moody down low as they head through turn number 3 and 4. We got one down on pit road. It is going to be Jared King on pit road right now. I saw some smoke. Don't know if he had another issue as they are side by side. No. Moody's got to fall back in line as they head through turn number 3 and 4. He's going back up underneath Timothy. Moody back up underneath Timothy, still side by side for that number 1 spot. Timothy trying to hold strong up high, had a phenomenal start as Moody fights down on the bottom side out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Timothy with the lead that time by 62 laps in the books. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Timothy going to continue to lead the way. I'm going to leave that up there in case we get a long enough green flag run that these guys are going to have to make green flag pit stops. So I'd be curious to see who hits pit road as these guys down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 once again. Landon Moody rolling that bottom side. This could be a play by Moody. He might know it'd be hard to make the pass, but he can roll the bottom. You roll the bottom a little bit different. Sometimes it is better on those tires. Also, taking the shorter way around, he's using less gas right now than the rest of the field. So, he might be able to go a little bit longer. Caution, caution, caution. That's not going to matter as we get the caution flag. Oh, that's... Oh, no, they just ran out of room. Reeser might have come up a little bit too high. Jory was kind of stuck in the middle. Oh, man. Cody Nevin, nowhere to go. Caution flag out here once again. As Timothy leads the field, Landon Moody in second. Micah Hutton still up to that number 3 spot. And look at this. Hackney went on the pit road. I think he took tires. Another follower. Let me go take a look. Smiles, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. So Hackney looking pretty good right now. Looks like Moody and Timothy. No, Moody's going to do it. Moody jumps onto pit road. Micah's going to stay out. So does Timothy. As Timothy leads the field here tonight. Landon Moody on pit road, getting those tires. I'm assuming it's a little bit of fuel. These guys are going to need one more pit stop before the end of this one. You got to wonder who might... Mark Thrash going to go back down onto pit road. I heard he had 6 minutes worth of damage, so he's going to go get some more damage repaired on that one. Hopefully he had all that stuff unchecked, like the fast repair and all that. Well, and a lot of people, Amanda, yeah, it is definitely Bristol. Thank you for the follow, Amanda. Appreciate that. All right, so Mark Thrash still on pit road, getting some damage repaired. Timothy coming across the line now, leading the way. Oh, we got a gift. We got a heart. Thank you for telling me, Demon, because you know I can't see that unless I go and click on the app wherever it is. There it is. Amanda, thank you for the heart. Me appreciate that. So I think Thrash is sacrificing the laps right now, getting a big chunk of that damage repaired. I think he might have gone one lap down. All right, we got him stacked up 2 by 2. Going to get the green flag this time by Timothy. Leads the field. Remember, Keith Hackney in the number 69, sitting in the number 3 spot. He's got fresher rubber. Green flag is out as Timothy gets on the gas. Does he really get on the gas, though? He is on a controller. All right, Micah going to lose a ton of ground out of turn number 2. Hackney going to easily pass him. Here comes John Smeal up underneath as Hackney sets his sights on Timothy as they come out of turn number 4. Yeah, he is coming in a hurry. Timothy not going to be able to do anything about it. All right. He's not going to be able to do anything about it. Here comes Hackney. Hackney up underneath Timothy. He's going to easily pass him. And turn number 1 and 2, move Keith Hackney back to the point. Micah in the number 3 spot. John Smeal. We got one blinking right here. Who is blinking? That's going to be Landon Moody, I think was blinking a little bit there as they come out of turn number 4. So Moody, I believe, now has fresh rubber. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, the rain has been insane lately. Oh, man, big hit on the wall for Reeser. I wish they didn't get rid of the dirt. I went to the dirt race there at Bristol, and it was a freaking riot. It was 2021, so the stands weren't completely full because they weren't allowed to fully seat them. But it was so fun. I got to watch the truck and the cup race. Nevin ripped. Oh, Nevin died. Oh, we got a wreck, don't we? Yellow flag comes out. Yellow flag is out. Oh, he got Micah Reeser into the back of Micah. Micah, big wreck. Oh, Asher smoked him. Nowhere for Asher to go. Micah takes the ride. I think that Asher's done. I think he accidentally used his fast repair. All right, so Randy going to get the EOL on that one as we take a big hit. What game is this? It is iRacing. iRacing. Yeah, I do too, Amanda. You know, when these guys came to me and knowing they're most of the guys in here are dirt guys, I got really excited about doing this one because I thought it was going to be fun to watch them learn and figure it out and a little bit different, more aggressive driving style. And these guys definitely have been putting on a show. And it's fun to watch them get better. All right, so Hackney at the front of the field. Shane Haas in second. Landon Moody in third. I'm big on dirt too. I love dirt racing. That's where it's at. I like short track asphalt racing I could deal with. Who's your brother? Sorry, I'm listening to these guys. All right, they were trying to figure out what to do. what to do with Mark Thrash. Mark Thrash getting the... Okay. Okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Sorry, I was listening to what they were saying. Yeah, normally I do the dirt. Every Monday I do the dirt iRacing. I do the top splits for the big blocks, the supers, and the UMPs. So I stream from like 8 p.m. Eastern until like 10 something. All right, looking for the green flag as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag is out as Hackney on the gas. Shane Haas trying to roll that high side. Here comes Moody down low. Moody going to take that number 2 spot out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Yeah, no, definitely. Make sure I saw you followed, so you'll get those notifications for sure. We do a lot of dirt over here. We do some asphalt. We do this for these guys, and then we do a show tomorrow on asphalt. But I'm more of a dirt guy. I live up in the Northeast. We're a big block modified guys, the Northeast modifieds. All right, Hackney leads the way. Landon Moody in second. Shane Haas, T. Clem. How about T. Clem in that number 4 spot? T. Clem in that number 97. Oh, we got issues. We got issues in the back. Reeser goes around, I think, maybe. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. Oh, no. Tyson gets right into the back of the 33 there. So is Tyson Banks having an issue? All right, let's go jump on Tyson Banks there. Oh. Oh, yeah. So there was some huge net code there. Holy cow. So that brings out the caution flag here for the 4th time, I believe, tonight. Maybe the 5th time. Oh, you're in Tennessee? Okay. Are you're down there in the UMP mod area, like you have Logan Hickerson out there. All right, let's see. Demon says he's got info. I didn't see the follower, but whoever gave the follow, appreciate that. We're gonna see what Demon has to say. They're talking a lot right now, Demon.
Multiple things.
Okay.
At all. So, Mark, when you were asking about why it was taking him so long in the pits, he had 6 minutes plus of damage, and his alignment's done. Asher, he did take his repair on accident.
Yep.
Randy, you alright?
Shane, when you were talking, absolutely lost the car on that.
He went to pits.
Don't even know what happened. And based on what they've been all saying down there, is outside's proving to be a better line to run over the bottom. Bottom you can use to make passes, but you don't want to be on the outside that much because how much it kills the tires. It ruins your tires, absolutely.
We're going back green flag, Demon.
Oh, I was trying.
When you find out something new, just let me know.
Oh.
All right, buddy.
Sorry, my throttle pedal's sticking. I'm trying to fix it.
Yeah, so we used to go to Newport, Tennessee, and watch them racing there back when it was a bumpy. It should have been dirt, not asphalt, because that track was so bumpy. Green flag is out as Hackney gets on the gas, gets a big jump. Moody was sleeping at the wheel as they head into 1 and 2. Here comes Shane Haas down on the bottom side. Is he going to be able to get to the top side? T. Clem going to leave it open? Nope. Here comes T. Clem. He's going to look to the high side out of turn number 4. Can T. Clem get himself? Oh, he gets the wall out of turn 4. Shane Haas easily going to slide it into the number 3 spot. They almost go 3 wide back there out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. Bassler on the move in that number 21, sideways out of turn 4, almost touch as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side up at the front, Tony trying to clear the number 97 of T-Clem. Can't quite do it. T-Clem trying to hold strong on the outside. Now, I've run some races with T-Clem, not a ton of asphalt races, but he is not very experienced at these things, and so he's having a great run here tonight as he bangs the wall out of turn number 2, now into 3 and 4. Tony trying to clear him. Can't quite do it as T-Clem going to hold it strong on the outside. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Looks like Tony going to finally clear the top side. No choice but for T-Clem to get in line. Here comes Timothy down on the bottom side in that 327. Nothing going on up at the front as of now. We're going to go back to this battle as Timothy moving forward in the 327 up underneath Connor. Can he make his way around T-Clem as T-Clem? Oh my God, that was sketchy for T-Clem coming out of turn at number 2. Here comes Connor. Connor going to go down low on T-Clem. Thought he was going to take it 3 wide, but Timothy able to clear T-Clem as they head through turn number 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. These guys banging the wall out of turn number 4. Yeah, next week is Knoxville, and you totally spelt that wrong, Demon. That was way bad. Well, not, I guess it's an X. It's Knox. I can't say anything about spelling. I'm horrible at spelling. As Timothy going to take the number 5 spot. T-Clem trying to still hold on. Here comes Connor. Connor going to ship it in on the bottom side as they are side by side through turn number 1 and 2. Tell you what, Connor is relentless here as here comes John Smeal down to the bottom side. T-Clem going the wrong way in a hurry. This is not how he wanted to get his TV time as Smeal going to clear T-Clem out of turn at number 2, but does not clear to the top. Close enough. You're good, Demon. I just thought it was funny. All right, so Smeal did finally clear T-Clem as we move back up to the front. Moody looking up underneath Hackney. Battle for the lead. As they are side by side, these tires a little bit fresh are going to be a little harder for Moody to pass on the bottom side than it was before, as we are 101 laps into this one. Mark Thrash is 1 lap down. He's going to need a caution flag and some help to get back on the lead lap. I don't know if he's got all his damage repaired, but we are... As these guys are side by side into turn number 3 and 4, listening to race control right now. As Hackney bangs the wall out of turn number 4. Big hit for Hackney. That's going to get the lead to Landon Moody. Hackney back to second. Shane Haas in the number 3 spot. Tony Bassler in the number 4 position with Timothy behind him, trying to close the gap on the number 3 position. Shane Haas just needs to ride, take care of those tires. He's in a pretty good spot here tonight. Good points tonight for him if he could continue to sit in these number 3, 4s, and 5 position. Mark Thrash 1 lap down, looking for a caution flag. I think he's got a little bit of car left in that thing. I think he's going to be pretty solid at the end of this one if he can catch a caution flag. As these guys are racing pretty hard back here. Almost contact right there as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Robert's going to get in line rather than pushing it a little too hard. Moody starting to pull away. He is pulling Hackney. Hackney starting to struggle maybe a little bit with the handling of that car as Shane Haas now has company. Here comes Tony and Timothy out of turn number 2. Here comes Tony. Can he clear Shane Haas? Shane Haas not going to let it go easy. He bangs the wall out of turn number 4. Big hit for Shane Haas. He absolutely clobbered the wall. You got to wonder how that 23 is feeling right now. That was a big, big hit into the turn. Man, big hit for Shane Haas coming out of turn number 4. We're going to see if he goes backwards in a hurry here now. Here comes John Smeal. He's going to make short work of it. Shane probably just trying to get a feel, make sure that thing's all right. Nevin moving his way up. Expect Nevin to learn a lot here tonight. He could be a contender for a solid top 3 here tonight by the end of this one. Things have seemed to clean themselves up a little bit right now. Mark Thrash still out on the track, getting some laps in. Trying to wait for that caution flag. Keith Hackney took a big hit on the wall, trying to keep Moody behind him. Tony now in that number 3 spot as he's got Timothy trying to look up underneath him in the 327. So Timothy trying to hold strong on the bottom side. He's got John. John doesn't know where to go. These guys are so even. It is so hard to pass here as they come out of turn number 4. Timothy might lose that number 4 spot as he's got Spiel to the outside. They're going to bang the wall there in turn number 1 and 2. Chris Weaver, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. So things have definitely quieted down a little bit. I heard my bad, but everybody seems to keep keeping it straight as of now. T-Clem's definitely struggling as Micah trying to make his way back forward. He did not expect to be this far back. He had a good run going earlier on today. Got caught up in something with Shane. Shane absolutely smoked the wall. Shane's got a broken car, I'm assuming. He absolutely smoked that wall. You know, to put it in other people's terms so they understand, he smoked that wall like a joint on a Friday night. I don't know. When did they get together? Or did he think they got together? He might have had contact with another car after that, but he definitely took a big hit in the wall when Tony was going around him. Unless there were... All right, so it's going to be... Oh, I guess I got some netcode happening back here between these guys. As Cody Nevin is trying to throw himself up in the mix. Timothy is in the number 3 spot as Cody Nevin has closed in on the back of this battle. Oh, okay. Yeah, there might have been some contact there. All right, it's going to be the 21 of Tony up on the high side trying to fend off Smeal. Smeal going to fall back as Nevin takes the number 5 spot away. Nevin has moved into the top 5 as we get a little bit of bumper cars on his turn number 2. Yeah, it happens. Here comes Nevin to the outside of Tony. Move Nevin up to the number 4 spot. He's up 16 positions here tonight. So is Timothy Mesmer. That is a lot of blue. All right, so Tyson Banks moving up in the 747. He's now up to the number 6 spot, moving forward here in this one. I'll turn on the lights. Let's move back in the pack a little bit, see what's going on. Shuffle through the pack. Landon Moody has pulled out to how big of a lead? 3.6 seconds over Keith Hackney. Lap traffic for the leader as he closes in. T-Clem just ahead of him as they come out of turn number 2. He's going to get out of the way, gives Landon a ton of room, probably a smart move as they come out of turn number 2. We need glow sticks. It's not that dark. As we got racing up ahead of the leader, so T-Clem going to go lap down here. That means Mark Thrash is not the first car one lap down. Micah's actually a lap down too. I didn't realize that. The 2 car looks like Batman, yeah. All right, so someone is pitting. Let's see who's going to jump on to pit road this time around. Oh, man, it is getting sketchy. Looks like the 2 car is coming down onto pit road. That's Reeser. He's got Shane Haas following him on pit road. 128 laps in the books. Green flag pit stops. Who would have thought we would have gotten here? So green flag pit stops as Moody continues to lead the field here tonight. Gotta wonder when everybody else is gonna come through. Does Mark Thrash have a little extra from those pit stops getting that damage repaired? Could he go a few laps and possibly catch a caution and a break here tonight, as he is now starting to move his way up through the field? Hackney down onto pit road in the number 69, so Hackney making a pit. Oh no, it's No Nose Nevin. No Nose Nevin. He had contact with somebody. Let's see if we can go back and find it. Uh-oh. Nevin blinked out there. Oh, he's going to get in the back of Hackney, isn't he? Oh, he got in the back of Hackney. When Hackney was going on pit road, he's going to be No Nose Nevin again. That is unfortunate for Nevin, as it looks like Landon Moody's down on pit road. Now our leader hit pit road in the 84. That's going to give the lead to the 327 of Timothy Mesmer. Yeah, that's a hard thing to decide. Now, I gotta wonder how that might have affected Hackney, because Hackney would have to, well, he probably already had it unclicked for the fast repair, but you're not going to want to take a fast repair in that position, as Hackney going to get one of his laps back here as he drives around Timothy. You got to wonder how long these guys have before they have to pit. Mark Thrash still out there. He's up to the number 6 spot. So Mark Thrash still nursing that number 38 machine, trying to move forward, hoping things help him. What's that? Oh, yeah, I could tell you. You can see they're making pit stops now, but I can tell you what lap they pit on. Who do you want to know? So T-Clem's in. So Kevin in third pitted on lap 68. Mark Thrash pitted on lap 87. He was the one that pitted the most recently. Timothy Mesmer pitted on lap 79. So did John. And so did DeRosa. So those are the guys left still to pit in this cycle. Mark Thrash, he's got a few more laps of gas than these guys. He could end up inheriting the lead here. And if the caution flag comes out, he could have the field. He doesn't have the field by a lap, but he could have a good part of the field by a lap. Timothy continues to lead the way as these guys on fresher tires trying to race their way up through the field, unlap themselves. The question is, when do the leaders come on that are left? We're going to see Kevin Prettyman go down onto pit road first. Yeah, Kevin was lap 68, was the last time he pitted. Yeah, this is definitely interesting. This isn't exactly what we expected. I could do that. Oh. What the fuck did I click? My bad. All right. My bad. I made a mistake there. All right. So, cars still out there. Kevin has not hit pit road. He's going to have to be the first one. Shane is crabbing. It doesn't look bad. Oh my God, he almost just killed Micah. Looks like Micah coming down on him. Oh, Micah clobbers the wall. Oh, big wreck down pit road. Oh my God. Oh, that was perfect. Watch this. Oh no. Oof. Sorry, had to do the sound effects. Oh my God, the no caution flag. Micah's going to be done for this one. Now that's an ARCA break, 100%. That is how you ARCA break it, Micah. All right, so Timothy Mesmer going to lead the way. John Smeal second. Kevin Prettyman. Looks like Mark Thrash did get passed by Hackney, but he is on the same lap. Caution flag could come out. This could get real interesting if a caution flag does come out. Dalton now on pit road. Dalton's on pit road. Kevin's still out there. So Dalton Rosa on pit road. He last pitted on 79. That was 11 laps after Kevin Prettyman. So you got to wonder where Kevin's going to come down on pit road. We are closing in on 150 laps complete. We got 25 laps to go as Timothy continues to lead the field. All right, let's see. What the hell do I got going on there? I got a bunch of stuff that I don't understand. What is... Oh, I got pit time up there. What the hell am I doing? All right, so we got that. Let's make sure all this other stuff... All right, there we go. All right, so Timothy is on pit road now. So our leader on pit road. When will John Smeal go? John Smeal in the number 13 still out there. Prettyman's still out there. I have a feeling that... Prettyman isn't sure about pitting. He is definitely struggling in the 88, but green flag pit stops are definitely going to be treacherous. And you know, it is a single pit lane, so they have to enter in turn 2. Is that where they got to enter? I think turn 2. Yeah, no, I saw that. All right, who's going to be the next to hit pit road? Kevin in the 88. Will he hit pit road? Mark Thrash might have enough fuel to make it the rest of the way. How interesting could this be if he could make it the rest of the way on fuel and gets himself, a top 5 maybe? Maybe not a top 5. That'll be difficult. He could. Timothy's got to unlap himself and then catch him again, which he's got to be running quicker laps because, yeah, it looks like they're quite a bit slower on old tires than they were. About a second slower on old tires. I don't know. It's going to be close. All right, John continuing to lead Kevin in that number 2 spot. Keith Hackney moving his way forward. Stretching that gap over Mark Thrash. Moody is going to make his way around Thrash. They're going to touch doors. Moody going to make his way around Thrash. Thrash falling back to the number 5 spot. I'll tell you what, Hackney must have had a killer pit stop. Landon Moody is way behind in that number 84. They got 10 seconds between Moody and Hackney. I'm not sure. That must have been the time that he didn't pit. That must have been the time on fresh tires. He needs a rabbit's foot. Yeah, he needs some luck. I'll tell you what, Prettyman on pit road. If the caution comes out, if John Smeal wrecks coming to the pit road, we got a new follower. Taylor, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. So John Smeal has not pitted yet, but he's definitely struggling with those tires. You can tell he might be playing a gas thing. Does he have enough to stretch it that far? We are 161 laps complete for John Smeal. Wow, Moody's a lap down. Oh, yeah, Moody's a lap down to Smeal. Hackney could possibly lap Mark Thrash here. Definitely very possible it could happen. Let's see, Hackney. Yeah. As John Smeal continues to lead the way. There's Prettyman on. No, Prettyman's on. There's Prettyman on pit road, not on the track. Oh, yellow flag is out. Yellow flag is out. What happened to Nevin? Nevin is broke. Oh, he gets the law. Yeah. Oh, boy. Caution comes out. John Smeal leads the way. Keith Hackney, Landon Moody, all on the lead lap. Will Mark Thrash get a wave around here? Did they just shorten that? John Smeal coming onto pit road and no choice for him. Will they give wave arounds? That's going to be the big question. I think Mark Thrash would be the lucky dog here. I do think that Landon Moody got his lap back the hard way. I'm pretty sure. So Mark Thrash should and could be the wave around. This could put him in an awfully interesting position in that number 38 machine. But I will tell you what, we are inside 10 laps to go. Things could get awfully crazy here as the leaders are on pit road. John Smeal, Keith Hackney, Landon Moody, Mark Thrash in that number 38. All right, so these guys, I think, planning to stay out on the track. Oh, Mark did get the wave around. Mark gets the lucky dog in the 38, so he's going to be back on the lead lap. I'll tell you what, Mark is going to be sitting in a pretty good position here on this restart. There's going to be a lot of people trying to race to get their lap back there as they're going to get the wave around, but Mark Thrash is going to be sitting up in that top 5. See if Mark Thrash hits pit road. It has been a long time since he has hit pit road. No, he is not going to hit pit road. Oh, I almost feel like he should have gone onto pit road, but maybe he's just, you know, there's a big possibility there could be a big stack up, even with these guys trying to get their lap back. The toilet overflowed and flooded my upstairs bathroom and my downstairs bathroom. This is going to put Mark Thrash. Oh, yeah, it is what it is. It's going to put Mark Thrash on a bad spot. No tires. Hold on. All right, so they are going to let Mark Thrash pit, so they are going to let him pit. All right, so Mark Thrash going to go down onto pit road in that number 38, get those tires. They are going to give him a spot back there. We're going to shorten it, so it costs them the opportunity to pit. Hold on, I'm listening to what's going on. All right, so these guys, Mark Thrash going to get back up there. Yeah, two to go. No, it's going to be a little bit quicker than that. They're going to be going green pretty quick here. Here comes Mark Thrash. So Mark Thrash gets in line behind John Smeal, 4th in line. So this is going to be pretty wild. Timothy going to be way back in the pack in the number 37. Look for him to try to make a jump to the outside on the start. As these guys are stacked up 2 by 2, it looks like Moody's actually going to be on that number 4 position. So Mark Thrash going to be in a pretty good position here. He might be able to get into the number 2 spot. It's super hard to pass. as we look for the green flag out of turn number 4. I don't know if this is going to be our last caution of the night, our restart of the night. We're about to find out as the green flag is out. Great jump by Keith Hackney as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Moody needs to go catch him in a hurry. Mark Thrash back to the number 4 spot. He's going to try to look up underneath Smeal. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Those guys are definitely better in 3 and 4 than Mark, as Mark's got pressure behind him. Timothy a ways back. I'll tell you what, if Mark doesn't crash, he has a chance to win this thing here tonight. Shane Haas in the number 6 position right now, as we got cars all over the place due to being different laps down. It sounds good. Okay, cool. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Hackney leading the way as they come out of turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. Here comes Moody. He couldn't get there in time. It's going to be Hackney, Moody, Smeal, Thrash, Timothy, Shane Haas, Connor, Reeser, Banks, DeRosa, your top 10. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and pull up those results. Let me go ahead and just pause this for now. It's going to be Keith Hackney with the win. Landon Moody second. John Smeal in third. Mark Thrash in that number 4 spot. Timothy Mesmer in 5th. Going to be Shane Haas in 6th. Connor in 7th. Randy in 8th. Going to be Tyson Banks in the number 9 spot. Dalton DeRosa in 10th. T. Clem in 11th. Going to be Robert Andring in the number 12 spot. Tony in 13th. Cody Nevin in 14th. Going to be Prettyman in the number 15 spot. Micah Hutton 16th. Asher Hansen 17th. Jari Nix in that number 18 spot. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight. Let me get to it. Sorry. It is going to be Samuel Lawson in 19th, Jared King in 20th, Brandon Gibbs in 21st. Going to be VJ Goodnight in the number 22 spot, Sean Pointer 23rd, and the rest did not grid up for start for tonight's race. Let's go ahead and see who's in Discord. No one's in Discord. Nobody's in Discord. All right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this to get them down onto pit road. That's awesome. Well, I guess that's how it's going to be. All right, let's see. I guess nobody else wants to talk to me. I don't know where Hackney is. Oh, there's John. John Smeal.
What's up, man?
What's up? Man, what a race tonight. Good run for you. Hard racing up at the front. Got up underneath and tried to race Moody a little bit there, but you guys couldn't quite get around him and couldn't quite catch Hackney out front. But good race for you. You got to be happy with how tonight went.
Oh, I'm thrilled. I'm wishing Nevin wouldn't have looped it there because I had enough fuel to make it to the end, and I don't know that Hackney would have caught me. It definitely would have been close there with the laps winding down, but with so many cars a lap down, with the fact that I stretched it on basically what would have been just a one stop race, able to pit, and we're all on equal ground, and I didn't want to push too hard. I knew I was guaranteed a top 4, so I was happy with the bronze medal here on the podium.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I think you and Mark both had enough gas to make it the rest of the way. If you had enough to make it the rest of the way, I'm pretty sure Mark had enough because he pitted after you. So that would have been awfully interesting for both of you. Probably, I think he would have ended up in the same spot. So it would have been a little bit more interesting to see what would have happened with you. But still a great run. A lot of chaos at the end there, trying to figure things out, and not a bad race though. I mean, everybody put in a solid race, but a great run for you. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I want to thank my wife for supporting me in everything I do in and out of the sim. Got to thank all the guys at F11 for putting this on, because this has been a blast. With this group, it's probably the most fun I've had on iRacing in a very long time. So I'm super thankful to be part of such a great group. Got to thank Goose for getting me this paint. He said it's a curse if you make your own paints, and apparently he was right. So I guess I'm gonna have to quit running my own stuff with Smuller Racing Designs and leave it to someone else to give me some luck.
Well, great run. Great run. Good seeing you up front. And Landon Moody.
Whew.
No murder tonight.
Yeah. That was,
D.A.R.M.
oh man, just that hurts. That hurts a lot.
I mean, you were definitely the fastest car here tonight, but Hackney pulling a little bit of strategy there. I think short and pitting you cost you like 10 seconds, I think there. Maybe a little bit more. I mean, do you wish you had pitted a little bit sooner on that one cycle?
I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, you can make up a lot of time here. I mean, I think I made up 10 seconds or nearly 10 seconds to just and also, I mean, when I dived onto pit road that last time, and he was already way out in front of me, so he had probably a few yard head start or whatever, and then he got out faster than I did. And I mean, I took 2 tires. I don't know if he took any or not, but just I mean, the way that race went, it went with it going. I did not expect a fuel race at our strategy race at Bristol. It was the last place I expected to go at. But I mean, when I pitted and I cycled back up into third, and then that caution came out, I was like, that's literally perfect. There couldn't be any better timing. And then we had whatever. It took us forever to get back green on that lap. It just took away laps, and I think it took away too many laps where I could really have a chance. Because I mean, I was right there behind Keith, ripping the top on the last lap. I ran out of time, and because we took 2-3 laps extra away that we didn't need to. But overall, I mean, I guess second's not bad again, but still, I feel like this could have been a W for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Well, great run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and get a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Thank you for putting on broadcasts, and Cody for putting on this deal every week. It's been pretty fun to race with these guys. 3D Racing, Justin North, Sims Force, Precision 3D Prints and Design. Everybody that raced tonight, Mark and Shane for showing up, and Micah for showing up. All those guys enjoyed racing them. Congratulations to Keith on the win, and we'll be on to Knoxville next week.
That's going to be interesting. That's going to be fun. Everybody, most of the people in here are going to be in their element.
That's going to be the wild card race, I think. For I think like the second wild card race of the season. I think that will be one for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Keith Hackney, you outsmarted him.
Yeah,
you outsmarted him. Man, he was so fast here tonight. You were trying to hold him off earlier on, got the wall coming out of turn 4, I believe it was, and it kind of just seemed to knock the wind out of you. Did you just kind of roll back and try and save some fuel after that point?
no, I mean, I seen he was fast. I mean, I'm not gonna take nothing away from him, but then at that point, it was just like, okay, I'm conserving a little bit, but then, I mean, I wasn't really trying to conserve a whole lot, but I was like, the way how this race is going now, everybody's spread out, it's green. I'm gonna go ahead and pit. So, I waited till lap, I think 130, I think that's what it was. That's when I pitted in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be honest with you, I did not want to see that caution at the end, because I was catching Smill about 7/10 a lap, and I was just, as long as we stay green, I'm gonna catch him or whatever will be good. And then when that caution come out, I'm just like, man, like, yeah. So we took it. And even on that last restart, I did want more laps. but also knew we only had what 2 or 3 laps right there. I wasn't coming off the bottom, fresh tires, but at the same time with less fuel, my car was really tight. So I didn't even want to try to run the top where Landon was at. So I knew if I could just hold the bottom and just maintain, and we'll be good. So yeah, we'll take it. I really wish that caution had come out at the end, because I just think that would have been a different scenario at the end.
I gotta ask you a question about the Discord there. Green flag pit stops are coming up. We got a bunch of guys that rarely ever have to pit. This is not an easy track to pit. This is not an easy track to pit at. How nervous were those guys in there with you about having to pit under green at Bristol?
Honestly, they didn't really say a whole lot. It's just it is hard, and I think Cody got into me when I went to pit, because I mean, I'll be honest with you, I didn't say anything. I was just trying to get to the bottom of the track, um, uh, and whatnot like that. And I guess Cody kind of got irritated a little bit because he got into me because I didn't say nothing. But other than that, nobody really didn't say a whole lot. So
Yeah, he became no nose Nevin again when he got in the back of you. Well, great run here tonight. Definitely some interesting strategy. It's really fun to watch you and Moody race together because you guys are so close. So anyway, why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, man. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Miller Lite. I had to take a pee break during the middle of the middle of the race. Yeah, so that kept me on my toes, literally. Uh, Factory 11, NLR, Tunnel Vision by Hackney. Um, Tri City, Speed or whatever. They come on board here this week. You for putting on a broadcast, Cody for putting up with all of us. Landon and Smill for the top 3. And I cannot wait to go to the dirt race. That is a toss up, that is a wild card, but at the same time, I believe the experience is going to show.
Who's winning that one?
I can't really say, but we just gonna see. And if I don't say this, I gotta thank my wife for allowing me to do this, because she's right behind me and I don't want to get hit in the head. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. I mean, these are all dirt guys, so I mean, it really can be anybody. But a lot of the dirt guys hasn't really raced a lot of the asphalt stuff on the dirt, as far as like the trucks or the next gens or stuff like that. So, everybody should like figure it out pretty quick. And but at the same time, we're just going to see the duration of their capabilities, and may the best person win.
So are you saying expect the same people out front again?
No, I believe there's going to be some surprises up front, no doubt. But at the same time, the experience is still going to be up front as well. And even at that, I can't wait, honestly, to see all the throwback paints for next week. I believe that's going to be a blast to see, especially on the broadcast.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen a couple here and there, and they look really good. And so just a reminder, whoever has the best paint, obviously fan vote on the stream. $20 to them and $20 to the winner. And yeah, I'm ready, man. I'm enjoying this more than anything right now. So just can't wait for next week and keep it going.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. Good race and and all that. And then we got Shane Haas, who finished way back in 6th. You don't even know who that guy is. He's so far back.
Hey.
No.
Hey, that was an up and down race for me, man.
Yeah, I know. You got the wall that one time. I'm like, you had to junk it.
Oh yeah, the toe was out of it so badly. Thank God I had a fast pair still, so took it to the pit. I know we were a couple laps down, but we got the caution out. I was 1 lap down, so I passed Connor for 6, and yeah.
Whoa, that's fucking weird.
What?
The camera angle I just got.
Oh.
Well, Shane, you can give a shout out to Mark Thrash if you want.
Yeah, shout out to him. Hell, he had a difficult race, but hell, he finished 4th. Proud of him. Good with Keith. I knew he was pretty fast, so it was Moody's too, and Chris and Jonathan too, and Thanks for hosting. I mean, for broadcasting this, and thanks for Cody for hosting this week for us. And shout out to sponsors: Salem Speedway, Bear Racing, and my girlfriend Christina that support me on the sim and out. So yeah.
All right. Well, I'll be right back, guys. Thank you. All right, guys, that is going to be it for tonight. That is the weirdest fucking view. Thanks for coming out. As always, we'll be back tomorrow night. We got some wood action. It is Thursday, so you don't want to miss that. See you guys tomorrow about 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, until next time, be safe,